Welcome to another Verbling class. Tonight's class is 20 questions. 20 questions is based off an old British game where you have to try and guess the object that I'm playing the part of. Imitation game. We'll get started shortly once students arrive in the class. We're a little early here. Class isn't due to another minute. We'll get started shortly once students arrive in the class. Tonight's class is 20 questions. Hello, David.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. What's the weather like?
Sunny. Sunny. It was a sunny day today, and the forecast for the weekend is sunny too.
Nice.
Yes.
Excellent. And Adela, how are things with you? Sunny as well?
Sunny and hot because 25 degrees in this moment at night is a lot of temperature, I think. On the
Nice.
Yes, on the middle day about 35.
Yeah, I don't know what the temperature, I know it says something like 31, but I don't know what that means. I think that's hot. I know it's about 80, low mid 80s here, which is nice. But yeah, it's a little warm here too. Well, guys, why don't we go ahead and get started? It's 3 minutes in. I don't know where everybody else is, but we all know the rules to 20 questions, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
I know.
yes, I know.
Okay, so for this round, we're going to pick the topic of summer, things of summer. Okay, so I'm going to think of something. Okay, I've got it in my head, and you guys have got to try and guess what it is. So let's start with David. Your first question.
Is it something that you wear?
No, it's not something you could wear. Adela.
Is it an object for the beach?
You're very close. I wouldn't say it's an object for the beach, though. David.
Is it something that you use if you go to the beach?
Again, you're just as close as Adela, but no, it is not something you would use at the beach. You're close though, Adela.
You do you do you use this object on the sea?
Nope, you don't use it on the sea, David.
I think I know the word. Beach.
Yeah, it's the beach. Well done. All right, David, you guessed it. So why don't you pick the subject? Category.
Can we continue
summer?
with summer? Yes.
All right. I don't think we've used up summer, so I'm going to make it a lot more difficult.
I can choose a word more difficult related to summer, I think.
Yes, this is related to summer, but it's a lot more difficult. So, David, why don't you start us off since you got the last one correct?
Okay, is it something that you eat?
Nope, you can't eat it, Adela.
Is it a material along the coast? Is it a sand? Is it the sun?
Is it the sun? No, it's not the sun, David.
Is it something alive?
No, it is not alive, Adela.
Is it an object to protect to the sun? For the sun?
No, it wouldn't protect you from the sun, David.
Is it something that you wear?
No, you don't wear it, Adela.
Is it related with the water?
Yes, great question, David.
Waves.
Well, that's not a question, but I know what you're trying to say. No, it's not waves. Adela.
Sorry.
Is an object to use inside the water?
No, it's not something you use in the water. David.
Is it something that you do in the water?
No, you don't do it in the water, Adela.
This is it is a tide. Tide.
No, it's not the tide, David.
It's related to water. Is it green?
Some of them are.
Okay.
Adela?
I don't know. It's related with water and wind.
No, it's not really related to wind, David.
Is it something that you don't like to find when you are swimming?
No, it's not that at all. Unless it hits you, but no, Adela?
Is it rain?
No, it's not rain. You're getting too specific, guys. David.
Tropical rain.
can you find this thing in other place than the sea?
Yeah, you can find it in other places other than the sea.
Is it on the coast? On no, not exactly.
It could be on the coast. I wouldn't do it on the coast, though. Wellington, it's your turn. We're playing 20 questions.
Sorry, what is the category? Sorry.
I already typed that in the chat.
Sorry, I am using the iPad because this I can't see.
Oh boy. Okay, things of summer. So we'll do another round and I'll come back to you, David.
Okay.
David?
Yes, I'm thinking. It's a natural thing?
No, it's not natural. Adela.
It's not natural. Is it a swimming pool?
It's not a swimming pool. Wellington.
Is it umbrella from
No,
sun?
it's not an umbrella. David?
I don't know what to ask. Okay.
Well, you guys have no idea what it is because you're asking very specific questions.
Yeah.
You need to ask vague or general questions.
Okay. Is it bigger than a hand?
Yes, it's bigger than your hand. That's more like it. Adela.
Is a dam?
No, it's not a dam. Wellington.
Is it made from plastic? With plastic?
Traditionally, they were not made from plastic, but I guess you can get some made from fiberglass, which is kind of like a plastic, and you can get some really cheap ones that are plastic, but the good ones are not made of plastic. David, great question.
Do you use it to keep beers inside it?
No, but some people do keep beers in it. Adela.
I don't know. Is related with water.
Yes.
Ice. One moment. I don't remember English. This is ice cube ice. I don't know.
No, it's got nothing to do with ice. Wellington.
Water. Is it bigger than a hand? It can be a water. It's we can we use it outside the beach?
Can we use it outside of the beach? We certainly can. David.
Do children use it to play?
No, generally children don't use it, not unless there's an adult. Adela.
You can sail with them. With it.
No, you can't sail on it. Wellington.
Is it extremely necessary when we go to the beach?
No, you don't need it at all when you go to the beach. David.
Is it a modern thing?
No, it's not modern at all. It's quite an old thing. Adela.
Is an element constitutive to the seawater?
Sorry, that first part I did not hear.
Is an element, essential element, the seawater, of the seawater?
No, it's not associated with seawater. Wellington.
Is is it is it is it used for our pleasure?
Yeah, most people use it for pleasure. Yeah, David.
Do you use it to sit on it?
Do you what on it?
Sit down.
Yes, you do sit down on it. Good question. Adela?
Okay.
Mm, I don't know. Pass. I passed the turn.
Okay, Wellington?
Sorry, the last answer is it is we can sit down, right?
You can sit down on it, yes.
Is it a chair?
No, it's not a chair, David.
Is it a deck chair?
Sorry, David?
Deck chair. D-E-C-K chair.
That would be a wasted question because if it's not a chair, it won't be any kind of chair. So no, it's a chair. Wellington?
Is it can we find this kind of object in any place, in any beach?
No, it won't be found in any beach. David?
Is it? Can I guess? Is it a waterbed?
Is it a water what?
A waterbed.
Waterbed. No, it's not a waterbed. David?
I think it could be a stone.
No, it couldn't.
No.
Wellington?
Is it expensive?
They're not cheap, but they're not expensive either. Adela?
Is a. They have no. Have a motor?
No, they
An
don't use
engine?
motors.
No.
David?
Do you use it after taking a shower?
No, you could, I guess, but you don't have to take a shower. Next.
Do you use it with for pleasure? Do handle it with your of course with your hands?
Yeah, you can handle it with your hands, yeah. Adela?
Is it cold?
Is it cold?
Yes. Or.
Not sure how it would be cold, but no, it's not not cold. David?
Okay. That's right.
Does this thing need electricity to
No,
work?
does not
No?
need electricity. Good question. Wellington?
We use can we use it to put bottles and other things like that?
No, it's got nothing to do with bottles. Adela?
You can use for a liquid to drink a liquid.
No, if you're only going to be drinking if you've done something wrong. David?
I think we'll never guess the word.
Oh, you're not even close. This is not hard, but you're not even close. You're thinking too specific. If we keep doing this all night, guessing words, well, there's several 100,000 words to go through, right? You guys need to start being detectives and start asking general questions. I'm happy to say no all the time.
Okay. Do I have one of these in my house?
No, you wouldn't. I don't think you would. And even people who do have them, they don't keep them in their house. Wellington.
Okay, let's begin. It is bigger than a ball.
Yes, it is bigger than a ball. Adela.
Is it you can find on the highway, for example?
Only if somebody's transporting it. David. You thought you knew your question until Adela asked the last one.
If you transport it, you go with it in highway. I really don't know. I don't know what to ask. For example, because you told me that more of them are green.
Well, no, not all of them are green, but a lot of them are green, right? You can paint them. Some can be blue. Some can be brown, beige. Paint it whatever color you like. But a lot of them are coincidentally green.
Yes. Are there things like that in Spain?
Probably not, no. You might have a few, but it's not something known to be in Spain. Good question. Wellington.
No, Spain. So, is it the majority of the time or usually is using only in Canada?
I'd say it's very well known in Canada. That's what makes this tough. It is very well known in Canada. Yes, but I'd say they're known in the United States, and if you guys saw pictures of Canada, you wouldn't be surprised if you go, oh, that's called. Great question. Adela.
Is it a weather phenomenon?
No, it's not a weather phenomenon. David?
I'm trying to find in Google something that you can find in the United States.
Time's up.
Yes. Is it something that you have to buy?
No, you could steal it, or somebody could give one to you. You don't have to buy one. So you could steal it, or you could have one given to you. If neither of those are available, then you would have to buy one. Or no, you could make one. That's another option. And Maestra, we're playing 20 questions. Why don't you listen for a couple of more rounds until you understand what we're doing here. The topic or the category is things of summer. Take a look in the group chat. You'll see a summary of some of the questions already asked.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wellington, go ahead.
Okay. Um, uh, uh, we, we can we is it whew, whoa, is it whoa, it's difficult. Is it made from? Is it made? Is it made by the man?
It doesn't have to be made by men. Could be, but I don't know who it's made by. I just know where it's made. Adela.
But can be.
Well, sure, it can be made by men, children, women. Dogs can't make them, though. They don't have thumbs.
Hmm. I don't know. Uh, sorry, I don't know.
Okay, David?
David?
David, I don't
Things of
know.
summer, guys. Things of summer. Come on. Let's come back to Earth.
Summer out of Spain. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Every question makes more
No, some of the most
difficult.
obvious ones haven't been asked yet. It started off so well, and then you guys completely went off.
Uh, can I use it in my house?
No, you can't use it in your house. Not unless you have a 3 million square foot house. Wellington.
Is it uh, is it can we find in on England structures like that?
Sorry, structures in England?
Yeah, in England. Yeah.
Well, the question doesn't make sense, so that's why I don't know how to answer.
Yeah. Let me. No.
Can
Sorry.
you find it in England? Well, you might be able to,
No,
but
no.
like I already told you where they're known to be found. So let's go back to Adela, and then we'll let Maestra have a shot. Adela?
Is it a sport?
Well, I'm sure some people have made it a sport, but a lot of people, that's not what they originally developed for. But sure, you could probably race. There's a hint. David?
Is it an action?
It's not an action. No, it's a thing. Maestra.
I'm sorry, for some reason I can't read what is in the chat. So it comes blank. So I can't read it. I'm sorry.
All right, well then just listen in and we should be finished this and we can start a new
No
subject.
problem. Thank you.
Okay, Wellington.
It's bigger than a ball. It's not essential. Is it? Is it? Is it a glass? No. Glass is lesser.
Well,
Sorry.
glasses. You guys don't even know what it's used for yet or where it's used. You gotta start thinking of that sort of stuff, right? Don't get complicated with it. Adela.
It's normal to do this sport in a summer camp?
Yeah, definitely in a summer camp for sure. Yeah, very good, David.
Mm. I don't know because I asked if it is an action or a thing, and you told me that it's a thing.
Yep.
But now I understood that it's an sport, or you can use it to play sports.
You can use it in a sport. Yes, it still makes it a thing, right? Like if we were thinking baseball, a bat and a ball are still things, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's not what we would consider a national sport, but think of Adela's question. That's the best one asked in a long time, right?
Okay, do you throw it to the air?
No, you can't throw it. It's too heavy. Wellington.
Too heavy.
Summer camp, Canada. Can't throw it. It's too heavy.
Yes. Can be a sorry.
Wellington's turn.
Sorry. Go ahead, Adela. Sorry.
No, Wellington, it's your turn. Come on. The more variety in questions, the better you will all do.
So, is it made from metal?
You know, some of them are made of metal, aluminum. I think they're dangerous. I don't like aluminum because it's too light. But yeah, some are made of aluminum. Adela.
Can be a canoa.
Could you say that again, please?
Canoa. I don't know.
Could you spell it? Type it for us, please.
Yes, I exactly. What is? One moment.
Sure.
I try. CANOE.
Yes, it's a canoe. Very good. Adela, I don't know how you just boom, pull it out of air. So, guys, none of you asked, is it a boat? Summer, water, boat. Come on.
No, I ask about sail, but sail is with wind.
Sailing is a type of boat, right? You were too specific. You should have said, is it a boat? And then I could have asked, and if you had asked, does it have a sail? I could have said no. So the biggest problem all of you guys had today is you tried to guess the item instead of doing the detective work. Okay? But so yes, it can be on the highway. You put it on the top of your car and you drive.
But we have in Spain.
Well, maybe you do, but I don't know them that well. From what I've seen of Spain, I never see guys in canoes. I see them in fast boats or by the water, and I see kayaks, but I don't see canoes.
Okay.
So remember I said, well, they're really well known in Canada, so somewhat in the U.S., but I really don't know about Spain. They're not as well known.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hard one for me to answer that one there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Adela, you got it right, so why don't you pick the category this time?
I choose category?
Sure, pick a category.
Summer is very difficult, no.
Something very difficult. Okay, I'll pick something difficult.
No.
Another category. I don't know, but
all right,
maybe a person. Or
okay, a person. Good. All right, a person it is. Adela, why don't you start us off?
Is it a man?
It's not.
Is he a man? Sorry.
Okay, or is he or is she? Yeah, a man. Yes, this person is a man. Good question, David.
Is he alive?
Yes, he's very much alive, and yes, he is a man. So good, Maestra.
Is this person a hero?
He's my personal hero. But no, most people wouldn't think of him as a hero. Wellington.
Is he famous?
Not too terribly famous, although he is known around the world. But no, he's not famous. Adela.
Is it Is it younger than 30? 30
Is he older than
years?
30? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, he's probably close to 30. I don't know. He's certainly not like 60. David.
60.
Is he an English teacher?
No, he's not an English teacher. Good question, though. Maestra.
Is he a writer?
I've never asked. I don't know. Wellington.
Um, we,
You?
do I know it, he?
Yes, you know him very well. Adela.
Is it a relative with you?
Nope, not a relative. David.
Is he from Canada?
Nope, he's not from Canada. Maestra.
Is he a artist?
I really don't know. Wellington.
Is he American?
Don't think so. Not sure. Not sure. Adela.
No, it's not very famous. Is it European?
Is he European?
Is he European?
I don't think so. But not sure. Not sure. David.
Does he play sports?
He must. I mean, he seems like a strong individual, so I'll go out on a limb and say yes, he does. Maestra.
Does he have spoken to you?
Yes, he has spoken to me. Wellington.
Is he older? He has 60, right?
No, I don't think he looks 60 at all. Adela.
Is he real?
Yeah, he's very much real. David.
Does he live close to you?
No, he doesn't live close to me. Maestra.
Have you met him in person?
No, I haven't met him in person. Wellington!
Is me?
It's you! I was trying to give you guys a hint by saying your name's regular. And when it comes to Wellington, I'd say, Wellington!
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know. I don't think Wellington looks like he's 60. Do you guys?
No.
No, he probably plays sports.
I'm in Forest. I am in Forest.
So I'm glad you got it right, Wellington. It would have been embarrassing if you didn't. All right, so that was like a round of Who Am I? Okay, Wellington, you get to choose the category.
Okay. Device.
Oh, a device. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Easy, difficult, or extremely difficult?
Extremely.
Oh, extremely
Medium.
difficult.
Medium.
All right.
No. Medium. Medium.
Medium? Okay, I've got it. We're ready to go. Wellington, you're up first.
Is it bigger than a tablet, iPad?
Is it bigger than an iPad? Which one, the mini or the other one?
The bigger 90.
Excellent question.
90.
Yes and no.
No.
Nope. Yes and no. Depends on how you measure it. The tablet isn't very high, but it's long, right? So similar dimensions, but no, it's in some ways this device is a little bigger, in some ways it's smaller. Adela.
Can you read books with them? With it? Or?
No, you couldn't read a book with it. It wouldn't care. David.
Is it an electronic device?
Yes, yes it is. Good question.
Hi.
All right, Wellington.
Sorry, the screen freezing. So, is it cheap?
Is it ship?
Yes, cheaper than cheaper than
Cheaper.
cheaper than keyboard.
No, it's more expensive than a keyboard. Great question, Adela.
It's electronic device. You can use only at home, or you can use only at home.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty well where you'd use it. I mean, you can use them at work too, but they pretty well use it at home. David.
Do you use it for playing music?
Nope. Can't use it for playing music. Maestra.
It's an assistive technology device?
No, it's not an assisted technology device, meaning for the disabled. No.
Is it used? Is it usually used in offices? In office?
It can be used in an office. Yes, you can find one there. Adela.
Is related with power, with the battery. Sorry.
No, they don't use batteries, but yes, they do use power. So you'd plug it in. David. Good question.
Have you have to use it attached to a computer or connected to a computer?
Do you have to attach it to a computer? You don't have to, but if you don't have one, there's certain things you won't be able to do on that computer. Okay?
Okay.
Maestra. That was a very good question, though.
Is that a microphone?
Oh, so good, but no, totally wrong. Right. But I like where you were thinking because it fit all those. Wellington.
Attach in it. We have IR.
Say again, please.
Attach in it. We can find the cables.
Yes, you would find cables attached, yes. That's what you would use to connect to it. No, actually. Well, you can find cables attached to it. You do not need cables to attach to it. Like, you do not need a cable. So for your computer to connect to it, you do not need cables.
Do not need cables.
Adela.
Is it a router?
Wow, that's 2 right today. Yes, it's her. Right? Great. You got, see, this is perfect, guys. You were asking the right questions. You were thinking high level. Weren't getting detailed. All right, Adela, you get to pick the category. This might be our last one.
Maybe geography.
Nice. Oh, this is great. Okay,
I can help you.
perfect. Yeah, maybe not, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. Adela, your first question.
Um, is it related with the water?
No. Sorry.
Um,
David?
Is it a natural thing?
Yeah, pretty natural, yeah. Maestro.
Is it a country?
Oh, great question, but no.
Oh.
Wellington.
it's okay. You continue the kind. Is it state?
No, 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 no. Adela?
Is it a geographic structure or accident? Or I don't
That's
exactly.
two questions.
Sorry, is an geographic accident? Is,
Well, that's more of a metaphysical question, really. Is it a geographic accident? Aren't we?
I don't
That's
say
a tough
the
one to
body.
answer. I could say, sure, it's a geographic accident, but that doesn't really help you. So, but nice try, David.
Is it in Europe?
You mean like England?
For example, but you are going to say no.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not dangerous.
Maestro.
Is it an island?
No,
Mm.
not an island. Wellington.
Um, we can live. We can live in it.
You can live in it.
Yeah.
No, no, I don't think you can. Well, I don't think you'd want people to, but I'd say no. Let's go with no on that one.
No.
No, you can't live in it. For now. Adela.
Is a is a mountain chain?
Oh, it's not a change. Not a mountain change. David.
Hot?
It's not a hut.
No, hot. Is it hot? No,
Is it
not
hot?
Hot.
Oh, well, it depends on what you consider hot. Now, if I was Mercury, then yeah, I'd say everything's hot, right? But if you're living in Canada, you might consider 20 degrees hot. So do you want to help me out there? What do you mean by hot?
Very hot. Very hot. Is it?
Yeah. I'll go with no on that one. I'll go with no, not very hot.
No.
Maestro.
Okay.
Is in this planet?
Oh, you mean
Good.
like Mars or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like a planet, real like floaty thing in the air.
Oh my goodness, I know you will say no.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
Great question, Wellington.
Yeah. Is the moon? The moon?
Oh, you were watching my class last week, weren't you?
No.
No? Okay, well, no, it's
No.
not the moon. That's just, nice guess, though. Adela.
It's not the moon, but is it on the space? On the
I would say in space.
but not near to the Earth. Interstellar.
It's really kind of two questions. You're kind of cheating there. So I'll say yes. I'll answer your first one. It is in space. And when we think of space, anything, let's say a good 100 miles outside of away from Earth, this space? Good question, though. David?
Is it Saturn?
No, it's
No.
not! Oh, we're running out of planets in our solar system! Maestra?
Is it Mars?
Yes, it's Mars. I even gave you the answer. I said, is it, you mean like a planet like Mars? Great job,
But,
Maestra. You really did
but,
well there on that one.
but Mars is cold, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
and the answer.
the red planet, no?
Yeah, and it's a planet.
Sorry,
And
Adam?
when David asked, is it hot? I said, you mean like hot as in Mercury hot, where everything's hot, or hot like as in, I can't remember where, somewhere on Earth. And he said not that hot, or said very hot.
Yeah.
And Mars doesn't get very hot.
Yes, it's relative. So
It gets very cold, but it doesn't get very hot.
yeah.
Wow, brilliant, Maestro. You really did well there. Usually I do pick the moon. I just want to see if you guys are thinking big or small. One class I did this, it took half the class for people to guess it. But you guys did a terrific, fantastic job on that. And I might even do a class about buying and living on the moon. What would that be like? Because there's a lot of news out there about that. We could have a question, what would you do if you wanted to live on the moon? But we've got about 8 minutes left. So Maestro, we have time for another round. Can you pick a category, please?
I can see the category, so just pick anything.
Well, there is no category. We're just making stuff up. So just
Oh,
pick-
really?
Yeah.
What about sports?
Horses?
No, sports.
Sports. Okay. All right, got one. You get to go first.
It requires a ball.
Oh, boy, does it ever. Yes, it does. Excellent. Wellington.
Is it a player?
Not a player. Good question.
No, no.
Ella. Too late. You've already got your question answered.
The ball is bigger than a watermelon.
Well, it depends on the size of the watermelon, doesn't it? So that's as far as I can answer that one. I'll say yes, no. It's
No,
both.
is bigger
no.
than.
One question, David.
Do we play this sport in Spain?
Oh. How well you should know this answer. Yes. Maestro.
Is it soccer?
Soccer, football, yes. It is soccer or football, but that's not the answer.
Okay.
That's not the thing I'm looking for. Wellington.
Okay. Can we use the
Remember, it's
hands?
sports related.
Yeah. It's sport related.
Yeah, anything to do with sports, right?
It's not a sport.
No, I said it's
Related.
anything to do with a sport. So don't think it's a person or an object, right? You still got to think high level, right? Like you asked, one person asked, is it a player? Well, no, it's not a player, but it could have been, right?
Okay. There is there a good event to related to this?
Oh, yeah, there's a good
But-
event related to it, yeah, but it's not the event. Adela.
Is it a team?
Yes! Wow! Awesome. I wonder if David can go for the steal. Come on, David.
Is it an American team?
Oh, boy. Like an American team. So
No.
when I say American team, I'm talking about the United States. So is there any U.S. team that could really hold a muster to any other? Like, you ever see the U.S. in the World Cup? No, that's just not. It's Maestro. American team.
Does this sport requires to use a bat?
No, not unless you're in Brazil and something went very, very badly. Then no, you wouldn't use a bat. Wellington.
Men, men and women, men and women play. It's not a sport. Oh, play this game.
Men and women can play this game, but no, it's not about. And that's not really what I'm looking for. So, but yeah, they can play the game. Yeah, Adela.
Is a Spanish team?
Ooh, so close, so close. Yes, it is. Oh, we're like close now, David.
Is it a team from Madrid?
Yeah, no, not Madrid.
No.
Maestra.
Is a Barcelona?
Yes, yes, it is.
Ah.
Well done. Excellent. You guys did well there. I was going to say it's the best team in the world, but then somebody might shoot me because
It's not.
yeah. That's why it's generally not wise for a large multinational corporation to sponsor any one particular, because no matter how popular that team is, you'll annoy everybody else. Right? So it's better to sponsor an event rather than a team. All right, guys, terrific. Well, we got a couple of minutes left, so not really enough time to do another one. But I'm going to do some thinking. I really want to do a class where we have a discussion, and the whole topic is going to be living on the moon. And I'm probably going to do this next week, and the whole point of this class is to have fun, because it's a little ridiculous living on the moon. And we'll talk about, would you like to buy land on the moon? If so, where would you buy? Would you like to live with other people or by yourself? What would you do on the moon? Would you set up a form of government? How would you grow food? And it can be a very serious discussion, or it can be really hilarious. So would you guys be interested in that kind of class?
Yes.
Sure.
Where? When? And the
Good
time.
question. I've got to look at my calendar, but most of the times when I do classes during weekdays, I pick the exact same time slot. So it's either 5 o'clock my time or 7. So Wellington, what time zone are you in?
Now is 8.
8. So
Almost 8. Almost 8.
almost 8. So it would be 6 and 8. It would be either 6 or 8 o'clock your time.
Okay.
Okay, so we're UTC -4, I think, right now. We're in the winter, we're UTC -5.
Yeah, okay. It's good for me.
So I'll try to have that set up for next week. But thank you guys for coming. I don't know what's going on here. I have all these classes are completely sold out, as you see if you try to book them too late. Yet lately I've only been getting like 3 or 4 students in the class.
Yeah, that's a problem. May I say just something very quick?
Sure.
That's a problem that I've been trying to get into many classes, and it seems that everything is full, so you cannot get access. But then when it's live, nobody's there.
So people are reserving it, but then they don't show up. You can't get in.
Exactly. And that's a problem, because the classes, I spoke to another professor about this. Like, before it used to be every hour, and now it's every 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to leave a note with the company about that, because sometimes it's very difficult for me. I might sit here for 5 minutes before a student shows up sometimes. So it's not ideal for a teacher either. So, it's great that I can sell out a class, but if I don't have students, I'm bored. I'd rather be doing teaching. So I'll look into that for you guys, but what I do because of this issue is all the students who've taken my last couple of classes, I will then send an email saying, here's a link to the next class I'm doing. So for at least the students who've recently taken a class with me, you at least get the opportunity to book it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, on that note, guys, I must leave you. It's Friday evening here. I'm going to go maybe have some dinner or go for a walk and relax a little bit. I'll see you guys back here next week, probably at some point tomorrow or later tonight. I am going to go in. I'm going to take a look and see what I have available on my calendar and start booking some classes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, guys.
Bye.
Take care. We'll see
Bye.
you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye, sir.